Where's that food?
Does it come through? Get it.
Hold on, that's it.
And so we're here to have a good time. We're here, of course, to celebrate Mum and Dad's 50th anniversary. And mustn't mistake that with 25th. I don't believe I could lie that well. However, yes, we've gathered to celebrate Mum and Dad's anniversary. And from the replies I've had from a lot of you, and speaking to some of you on the phone, you also are looking forward to this day, because it's more than just an anniversary, it's a family get-together. And we've got family from all over the place. We all disperse in various directions. And some of my aunties and uncles I haven't seen for quite a number of years, so it's good to get together again in an informal way, just to have a good time. And a special thanks perhaps to someone like Auntie Meg, Auntie Margaret, who... There's a lady in the blue over the table. She is Dad's older sister. She's all out from Wellington. And I think the comment she made when she heard the party was on, that she wouldn't miss it for worlds. And so the family is here, and we're very pleased that you can come up and join in. And I think she really wanted to come up and not so much look at the grandchildren, the great-grandmothers, but sorry, our little brother. So it's great that you can come up. Thank you also for digging in the basement or the attic or wherever it was and grabbing out some of those old photographs. Now, as kids, we only hear part of the Turnbull tradition or the tree that Dad and Mum know about. And it's very interesting getting hold of Auntie Margaret and hearing her side of the story. It's a different reflection on that altogether. So she's put up some very valuable photographs that I appreciate and members of the family do. There's one in particular shows the full Turnbull family with Dad's mum and dad. Now I haven't never seen that one before. And so the family tree as you get a little older, I'm talking about myself now, starts to become important. And I appreciate that one, Mum and Dad. And the original homestead, which of course was hacked about and modernised or so forth. Now the old homestead would be worth a fortune. It was left the original way. Special thanks also to Auntie Eileen, who's been doing.
And Dad will say, that's no good, I can't eat it.
Oh, she loves it. Oh, it's lovely. They got lovely. Oh, the kiddies go to school.
So I'll call on Pastor Ross James from the Puni Baptist Church to say grace.
I came up here just especially for this occasion, just to say grace, but really. There's one more rule, it's for us younger ones. You can see all the younger ones are sitting over here. And we came into the scene a little bit later and we don't know everyone, so when you stand to speak, you've got to say your names and which side of the family you come from. So it just gives us an understanding where it all fits in together. But that's just for us younger ones. Us younger ones. Thanks, Rob. Part of Jim and Flo's life has been their walk with the Lord, their commitment to Christ, and their desire to see their families, their friends, and associated with that. And it's really my pleasure today just to be able to say grace and to pray a prayer of thanksgiving that we're all here together this wonderful day. And we'd want to say, I'd want to say just how much you've meant to me and what a joy it is for me to be here to share in this occasion. And I know many of you will be feeling like that. I'd like to pray. Father, we Basil drew the straw for the serious part, and I think they've added me with the comedy side. In preparing for today, and I'm sure that you'll all appreciate there's been a lot of preparation by a lot of people, they wanted to look back over the last 50 years or so to see just where all of this started with Flo and Jim. And on one evening and one very wet day in a tent, which lasted from 9 o'clock in the morning through to about 5 in the afternoon, there was a lot of writing and working and talking, certainly a lot of talking. And they came up with a few ideas for what we're going to present to you this afternoon. Life doesn't actually have a lot of opportunity to have a rehearsal, and that's pretty much how it is today. Diane and Ross coming up from Wellington and us arriving from Auckland this morning. So it's going to be just like life. You're just going to have to take it as it comes. They're all standing here feeling a little silly and a little upset about having to stand out in front, but I'm certain that as we get underway, you'll appreciate it. All of the grandchildren are going to be taking part, and they'll be playing a little part in what we regard as Nan and Papa, this is your life. The story starts way back in the early 30s with the courting days of Flo and Jim, and you can remember in those days they were involved with the Church of Christ, and then away they went to somewhere else. But back to the early 30s with the courting days of Jim and Flo.
We were the
Give me your answer. We can afford a terraplane was the first car that Jim had. Is that right?
Yeah.
Often in a terraplane or two. Okay. Well, Flo couldn't resist such an offer or an invitation to that, so she said yes to Jim, and the wedding date was set for the 18th of March 1939, which is 50 years ago to the day.
Oh, here we come. Oh, no, look at that. Yes.
Let me introduce Glenn, Joanne, Jamie, and Mark as the minister.
Very good. Oh.
Once Jim safely his farm at Tamaheri, where Flo really adapted from the Church of Christ to the Baptist Union, because Jim said he had to get this union organised, and so one thing led to another. Jimmy Trimble had a farm, and to that farm he took a wife, Gloria. Together they worked hard and long. Milking cows and raising sheep, E-I-E-I-O. Country life was calm and cheap, E-I-E-I-O. Until the children came their way, E-I-E-I-O. And all they did was pay, 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 E-I-E-I-O. Yes, Jim and Flo farmed in Tamaheri, Nongataha, Tiku, then back to Tamaheri again, where Jim became involved with real estate, which was the beginning of a nomadic lifestyle with a growing family. But also added they weren't the only ones to pay, we've been paying ever since as well. Little boxes filled with tender tea, Marvin's Mill Road, Johnson Terrace, Red Diamonds, and Wellington Street, River Road, Trees Hall, Hotels, River Road, Tiara Street, Levis Prison, Spencer Street, Mitchell Road, Browns Way, Milton Road, River, we're in this magnificent building. Jim started a lot of things off in his life, and this site here, where this church has been built, was one of the very key people involved in starting that as well. Many of you have visited them in Orewa, and I'm sure that you have found them just like this. Now they are at Milton Road, fighting Milton's workshop, making trains, clearing crosswords for their brains. Ha ha ha, you and me, we're so busy, can't you see? Ha ha ha, you and me, come on Jimmy, come for tea. Come near and far, to give this party more and more. This is all we have to say, all good wishes go your way. Well done. Right, this extra piece is something we just added on the end, not because it wasn't thought about, but because we weren't telling anybody. But it's also today, happens to be Ross's birthday, and he wouldn't have come if we didn't recognise him. Right. Ross. 1, 2. This party's not real, but please don't be blue. We have all remembered that it's your birthday too. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ross. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you. They say the great have something in common, don't they?
All right. Right, sure. I'd like to give a wonderful clap. Let's just divide these children up with on the piano. Get nice and good, huh? That's Kurt, who's Tanya, Ross, Diane, David.
Where do they stop and start?
Okay, let's go. Sue? Yep. Joanne? Minister Mark? Actually, this is a very special...
Joanne,
all the
come
way
out
from
front.
Chile.
Come out the front.
Can't see the apron.
That's it.
Now, how many is that? 4 in that one? No?
Four in that one.
1, 2, 3, 4?
Yes. Right.
Who's this? Please.
I think before I call Mum and Dad up to cut this cake, I think it'd be appropriate to say a few words. And I'd like to do that on behalf of Heather and Diane and Basil and myself. Just a word of thanks to Mum and Dad for over the years they've dragged us up. Brought us up. They've given us a reasonable standard of education. No, with all joking aside, I know with brothers and sisters we've always been called upon the mat for various reasons in trouble with Mum and Dad, so it gives me great pleasure to call upon them on the mat here now. It's only to cut a cake, so I'll ask Mum and Dad to come.
Hello. Yeah.
The camera's rolling.
Yeah.
What you think?
Nice to get you,
Heather, John? It would have been anything.
It's been great.
Don't take a photo from there, Colin, you'll get lost in fact.
I know, I'm waiting for him to pop down.
Cheese.
Cheese, everybody. Mother.
Get out.
One more. Please, here. Oh, thank you.
And she now has a lovely photo of her wedding, which she hasn't had for many years. So it's just with a big thank you for being great parents and grandparents, and something to look at on the wall to remember about it. How clever you were to get married. Today, for Mum and Dad's 50th. And that's what my father would say. Thank you very much. We've enjoyed doing it. We've enjoyed having the children part of it. And Mum and Dad also want to thank you very much. And they're going to do so as you leave in the exit there. So they're going to individually thank each one of you. In the meantime, we're going to have a cup of tea and coffee, or chocolates, a bit of a cake, and a few goodies. But thank you so much, everybody, for coming today. We're really going to do it.
Come over this side of it.
I want you to
You like Tanya? Tanya. Tanya.
Now, can we add to it Diane, Basil, Dennis, and any other family that have come from these people?
Everybody. Brian. Joe, can you move here?
Now, we know something about Frank, and now the next generation.
Brian, hang on.
Which is everyone. All the children just sit around and try and get... Say cheese. He said he's got nothing to do with the nickel. Heather? Sam's getting old.
This was appropriate to get a smile, so you see.
They all go over in a swoon.
That's right. Yeah, lovely. See all the sisters there.
Okay, now Jerry, take hands off, take hands off. Now hold this up. Just stand up, just stand up.
Was it red light flashing before?
This means it's not going.